So today I am talking about the Kaylin'S Caring Connection 2020 Caring Drive. And I'm not alone. I happen to have a special guest who I'm very, very excited is coming on. But to give you a brief introduction about her, her name is Miss Becky Harden, and she works with the Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare Foundation, raising money to support many programs that improve life for patients and provide refreshment for healthcare workers. To describe Miss Becky's role in one word, she says is matchmaker, understanding the unique needs for the hospital and matching those needs with donors who are passionate about creating win-win impacts is what it's all about. And it's the reason why Ms. Harden views her work as a mission rather than a job. So without further ado, please welcome Ms. Becky Harden to the Inspiring Moments with Kaylin show.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me tonight.
You are so welcome. I am so glad to be able to come on with you and talk about such an amazing drive that we are going to do this year. I am so, so excited, and I really, really thank you for being on the show tonight.
Well, I thank you for giving TMH the opportunity to benefit from all of the networks that you've built over the past few years. And I know that our patients and our healthcare providers are going to be so, so grateful.
I'm very, very happy. So before we get into it, I do want to say that you are the you're the development officer at the Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare Foundation. And I wanted to know, what's the best thing about being in this occupation?
Well, as you mentioned in my introduction, it is not a job for me. It's very much a mission. I started many years ago. I won't say how many years ago, but in my college education was for medical school, and so healthcare has always been a major passion for me. So through many twists and turns that life has taken, that have all led me to this great place, I have ended up on the philanthropic side of medicine, which it gives me the opportunity to still stay very connected to the day-to-day healthcare, what patients need, what our providers need. And also it gives me the opportunity to do something else I love, which is just interact with people and get to know the types of things that they care about and the types of areas in healthcare that they really want to make an impact on. So I just get to match those needs with those generous hearts and create win-win situations.
That's amazing to be able to help somebody out, help those who really, really need help and just need support from somebody who has such a caring heart and is in their job for a passion. You're doing it because you really, really want to help others. Now, this year, around this time, of course, it's Christmas time. That's when a lot of people do drives. And I know that a lot of you also are helping with many other organizations trying to put things together. But what are you going to do this year for Christmas, seeing as that this is a different year and we are not able to leave our houses and go be with our loved ones?
Are you asking what I'm going to do personally this year?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, typically we do travel to be with our family up in our family compound in the mountains in Virginia. But my grandparents are up there, and so are my parents, so they're all staying protected, and that's not going to be possible this year. So I've already been working on, I'm actually early this year. I'm getting gifts put together and ready to mail, and they'll get there on time, and even though I won't be able to bring them myself. So we'll just make a quiet Christmas at home and see if, there's ways that we can serve and help people in our own community this year.
That's nice. That is definitely something that we all have to get used to, seeing as if this is going to be a different Christmas for a lot of people. And since this is different, trying to do a lot of drives and trying to help a lot of people is a little different this year because we're not allowed to pass out a lot of things. We're not allowed to actually see people face to face due to everything that's going on with the pandemic.
Mhm.
So I am looking forward to just being able to partner with you, to be able to find safe ways to be able to help the healthcare workers and the different people who need help. And I'm just very, very excited. Now, every year, for those who are watching, some of you may know, every year that Kaylin's Caring Connection does a 12 days of caring drive like we generally do. And in our efforts, we usually raise funds to give back to the community, whether it's children, families. We just want to be able to help people and know that they have someone that cares about them, give them a smile, and allow them to know that if no one else cares, I do and we do. But this year, because of everything that's going on with the current COVID-19 pandemic, I wanted to do something special catered to the medical workers and support staff who are working tirelessly to help save lives in our community, because we all see that there's so much with people, a lot of people's loved ones, they can't see them right now. So there's those specific people who are there to watch over our family members and to make sure they're safe even when we can't. And so I want to be able this year to just give back, to be thankful, to tell them that we appreciate their services, we appreciate everything that they do, and that me, everyone else is in agreement to know that everything's going to be okay. And that while they're caring for others, we want to be able to make sure that they know we care about them as well. So I know to be able to help a lot of the heroes you have at the Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare Foundation, you have the Healthcare Heroes program. Now, can you explain a little bit of what that actually is?
Sure. So, as you've mentioned, this year, COVID has put quite a strain on our healthcare providers. Everyone from doctors to our dietary workers to our environmental services personnel to our nurses and respiratory therapists. There's so many different departments of the hospital that have been touched by the strain that COVID has put on things. So we, along with many people in the community, wanted to be able to let those workers know how appreciated they are. As you can imagine, sometimes it's a very thankless and tiring job. Typically in the hospital, people have their friends with them, they have a family member with them, they have many family members with them, and now that's not able to happen, unfortunately. So the most you're allowed to have with you is one person.
Wow.
And so, and not even everybody is able to have one person. In the COVID unit, of course, they're not allowed to have any outsiders are not allowed in.
Right.
So the healthcare providers sort of become not only the medical hands and feet working on these patients, but they also become emotional support and moral support for these people and for their families as they're trying to help FaceTime them in and provide communications that are safe. They become, so much more than their job description, and that can
Right.
really take a toll on people after a while. So we began this fund, the Healthcare Heroes Fund, which can be found on our website at tmh.org/hero. And gifts can be made to that fund in order to provide many different things. We kind of take it on a case-by-case basis. One of the regular things that we are doing is providing meals to the units. So through some partnerships with organizations, we are able to provide catered meals into the units that are prepared in a way that has been approved. We're comfortable that it's coming in safely. It's not carrying anything that's going to infect anybody else. So providing for meals for the workers in the units is one way. These funds can also be used to provide a facial to a nurse who's been in full PPE gear for full 12-hour shift, back-to-back days. and has, sweat marks and broken out skin. And, you can just imagine it's not your usual working conditions. Going to get a massage, sending a couple, one of our healthcare providers out with their spouse or their significant other to go have dinner because they haven't seen each other in many, many days. Um,
Right.
these funds are used to provide respite care and those pick me ups, those boosts, and those bits of encouragement that let our healthcare workers know that we're behind you. We might not be on the front lines with you, but we're right there behind you.
That's awesome. And I know that definitely you see a lot of pictures online. You see a lot of people sharing stories because when you talked about the emotional aspect of the workers having to hear, a lot of them see patients crying or they see a lot of different things because they just solely miss their family or they wish they weren't going through what they were going through. And so I definitely feel like it's been almost a year, we're still in the same place and being able to just put a smile on their face when they probably see a lot of people in a sad and broken and emotional state is just an amazing thing. So I definitely want to say everyone that this is something that affects people right where they are. This is not just for publicity or just we're really trying to help those people and their families who really, really need just a break. They've been working so hard and carefully just to make sure that everyone is okay. And sometimes they just need that time to really go for themselves and say, I need a break. I need a time to wind down. So that is what the Healthcare Hero Fund is for. And that is definitely one of the things that as Kaylin Caring Connection is partnered with the TMH Foundation, that's something that we will want you to donate to. So to reiterate, if you do want to sponsor a healthcare hero or you want to just give a donation to that fund, they can be made at the tmh.org/hero. You can go there and you can give a small donation to be able, small, large, whatever amount
Any
you would like
amount,
to
any
give.
amount helps. It will all
Right.
be put to very good use, and it's all greatly appreciated. We would not be able
Definitely.
to do anything that we're doing for our healthcare workers, for our patients, without the support of our community. It is 100% because of the generosity of our donors, of our community, and the caring hearts that are out there who know that there are needs that need to be met. So we don't for a minute think that this is the TMH Foundation show. This is all about our donors and all about our community.
Right. Alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. So that's why, especially this year, we really need to lean on each other because a lot of people have had a lot of different loss, a lot of tragedy. We have to be able to be there for each other. And I definitely feel like this is one grand way that even if you can't be alongside with me right now, you can't be I'm not allowed to either go out myself because I like being able to see people's smiles, being able to see them happy. But even though we can't do it, there's still ways that you can help others. And there's still ways that you are able to care for somebody else, whether you see them in person or not. They'll feel the love from everyone in the community. So I definitely think that this is so amazing. I'm super, super duper glad to have found out about this fund and about how this is helping others because I think it is such an amazing thing.
Well, thank you. I'm excited to get more of our community excited about this and see what else we can make possible for our healthcare heroes.
Yes, ma'am. Now, on another note, with the TMH Foundation, there also happens to be a Super Pup program. And I know I said in the beginning that I usually focus on children, and I definitely want to be able to still help them as well. I know I'm focusing to honor healthcare heroes, but children, I always love helping them, always want to be able to see them smile because that has a special place in my heart. And so I know that this program is able to help. And I want you, if you want to, you can talk about some more about the Super Pup program and how it helps the different children in the hospitals.
Absolutely. Well, I'm not the only guest you have today. I have some guests with me too.
Really?
These are our brand new TMH Super Pups.
Woo!
This Super Pup has a special name. His name is Ricky, and he's actually named after the founding dog of our animal therapy program, who she was a golden retriever, and her name was Ricky. So this little fella here is Ricky, and this is Ricky's sidekick. Together, they're known as Super Pups. And one of our nurses, actually, in our surgical care unit, brought this idea to us within the past few months. And it just made so much sense to have comfort animals available for children when they come into the hospital, if they're coming in for surgery, if they're coming in to have a stay in our pediatric unit, if they come into the ER and they're scared or they're in pain. A Super Pup will be provided to them as a comfort measure. But one of the cool things is, here I'm going to show you on our smaller Super Pup. It might be easier. He might fit in the camera angle better with me. These pups can also be used in a variety of ways to teach children about the care that they're receiving or that they're about to receive. So say if a child comes in and they have a broken arm and they need to get a cast, the child can get a cast and Super Pup can get a cast. Or if they, burst their head open and had to get some stitches, Super Pup can get a bandage on Super Pup's head. Or one additional way is that sometimes when children have to have abdominal surgery, so say like having their appendix taken out or something, Super Pup can still get a bandage, but when they're healing, if they have to cough or something, it helps to have a pressure held up against their tummy. And so Super Pup can be used, it's called a splinting technique. And Super Pup can be used to hold up against their tummy to splint if they have to cough, so that it just helps them be more comfortable. That's just a few of the ways they can demonstrate how to do an IV to show a child that what they're about to do. And they can comfort them knowing that their Super Pup got the same treatment and was just fine, and he's still a hero. So these pups will be, we imagine, children from ages about 2 to 12, but honestly, any child who comes in who the caregivers believe would be comforted by a Super Pup should get a Super Pup. So we're anticipating, our pediatric unit sees about 5,000 patients a year of all ages, from 0 to 18. And then you add our surgical care unit and our emergency room. And so we're guessing that the children that would fall into an age range for a Super Pup would probably be about 2,000 children a year.
Wow.
So
That's
for
awesome.
$52, you can purchase a set of Super Pups, and 2 children will be provided with a Super Pup.
That's awesome. I think this program is so cool because a lot of people like to hear and see, get comfort, especially children. It could be a regular or toy, it could be a teddy bear. It's just something to be able to put a smile on their face and allow them to be able to see different examples. It's a really cool way to teach people. I know that it definitely, when I was younger, if I had that, it probably would have helped me when going to the doctor. But I know that is definitely something that is really cool, and it is a way to bring joy to children. I really, really think for those who, if you find it near and dear to your heart, or if you really want to help just bring a child some joy, allow them to be happy, go ahead and donate. You can donate to the Super Pup program at www.tmh.org/superpup. You can go check that out, and you can be able to just be a blessing to somebody else that needs it more than you do. So we definitely ask that you help us. This is another one of the endeavors that you can do to be able to allow that to go through.
Yes, and I would also like to state that anyone who's donating through the TMH Foundation for any of these initiatives because of Kaylin'S Caring Connection, if you would just notate in the comments, if you make your gift online, just put KCK so that we know that your gift is coming as a result of Kaylin'S wonderful efforts. Or if you are sending a check, just let us know what you want your check to go for, if it's Heroes or if it's the Super Pups. But please also make sure to write KCK on your check memo so that we know that your gift has come through these amazing efforts that Kaylin has put together.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, please do that so we can notate that. Also, if you're willing, you can also put your name there too so we can thank you at the end of all this and make sure you get your recognition. Because I do want to be able to say a grand thank you because this is not just me, this is not just Miss Becky, it's all of us coming together. And for all of us to be able to help other people is such an amazing thing. So please do that. And I also know that there's a lot more ways that you can help children at the Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare Foundation, whether it's children that are newborns, whether it's teenagers, but I know specifically that there is a children's center. I was able to help with that before in the past. And I know they also have something for the newborn ICU patients who have to go there, sadly, because of premature regions or anything. But I do, if you want to donate to that, I know Miss Becky has other ways to donate to that as well. So if you would like to state that, you may.
Okay, so yes, our pediatric areas of service are always in need year round of donations so that our child life specialist can go and purchase appropriate toys or appropriate treasure chest items and even clothing. You'd be very surprised to know how many children come into our unit throughout the year who either their clothing needed to be discarded for some reason, or they're being sent maybe to a home. They're being discharged from the hospital, not to their own home, and so they're leaving the hospital without clothing. So our child life specialist goes and purchases clothing for that child. So we need these needs are year round. Our treasure chest that is on the pediatric unit is something that every child in the unit knows about, and they all look forward to it, especially if they have to get, if they have to get a shot, or if they have to get an IV, or if they had surgery and they just need to get up and walk a few extra steps. They can walk toward the treasure chest and know that they're going to pick out something that's going to bring a smile to their face and make those few painful extra steps worth it for them. So these needs are year round, and gifts can be made for these needs if you just go to our website, tmhfoundation.org, you can click the button that says Make a Gift Today. And when you are brought to the donation page, there's a drop-down menu, and you can go down to the pediatrics listing and just highlight that. And whatever gift, large or small, they're all very significant to us. They all go a long way to providing everything that our pediatric unit and our kids and all of our service areas need throughout the year. So please don't be discouraged if it's $5. You wouldn't believe what $5 can purchase. So it all goes to help our kids, and it's all greatly, greatly appreciated. So that's tmhfoundation.org. Click Make a Gift Today, and it'll bring you to the donation page. You can enter your gift of any amount, and then from the drop-down menu, you can select pediatrics if that's your area of interest, and help make all of these things possible for our kids throughout the year.
Right, right. They will also list the different things on the wish list that they need. It may also take you to an Amazon link to be able to just see those things. So if you feel like that's something else, I mean, all of this that we are talking about is different endeavors that we're trying to do to be able to help the Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare Foundation. So make sure that when you're doing these, that you follow the directions. You can also do gift cards when we're talking about the heroes or just the things. You can send different gift cards to the TMH Foundation, and you can drop them off, and you can find the address on the website. The address is also up here down below so you can see that they're open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Make sure that you go there and just make sure you can donate and to help as many people as you can. I know that I am very, very glad to know that there are ways to help safely, because a lot of people are trying to find ways, what can I do right now, because everything is so different. Can I still give? Can I still donate? And they're generally only, right now, you can only donate money. You can't really go buy out certain things. So this is a great way to be able to help. And this is something I definitely want to do year round, not just at Christmas time, because people's needs don't stop
Yeah.
after Christmas. They're
That's
always
right.
continuous, and they always constantly need something to be able to help them get by. Some people may fall on hard times where they just need help. So definitely, definitely, I'm asking you that you please help us out in this endeavor. And I'm very, very excited to be partnered with you and the TMH Foundation, Miss Becky. It's so awesome.
This is such an honor. I don't think I've met many adults that have their act together and such a caring heart the way you do. And you have just pulled this together in such a beautiful way. And I know you've been working on this for what, about 5 years now? Is
Yes,
this
ma'am.
your year? I
We
think
started
so.
this in 2016, so we're going on soon to 5, maybe 6 years, but that is what we have been doing. I mean, before this, it wasn't really established, Kaylin'S Caring Connection. I
Mhm.
got this heart from my mom because I've always seen her, even when growing up, she would say, we have to find a way before we open our Christmas parents, we have to be able to find a way to give back before then, because other people need so much. So that is just where all of this is blossomed into. And I'm so, so glad that it has gotten to where it is so that we can help so many people. Thank you to those commenting. Thank you to my sister who is watching, to my godmom who is watching as well, and everyone else who is watching. Thank you so much, because without you hearing what's going on, we wouldn't be able to put this all together and make this possible. Now, with the 12 days of the caring drive, more information on the specific things about what we'll be doing will be going out throughout the week, because it does start today through the 17th. So if you don't know, if you don't really want to give towards these certain things, you can also make it a donation. If you want to cash app the Kaylin'S Caring Connection, we can find a way to send it to TMH. You can cash app us at $Kaylin Cares, so we can be able to just get those donations as well, to being able to help certain families and allow this to be a great, great grand celebration in these 12 days. I'm very, very excited.
Me too. And I'm so, so grateful to you and to all the wonderful people who are a part of your network, because it's true. We can't do it alone. It's got to be a group effort. And when we all come together and just do the little bit that we can, it makes a big impact. So
It
thank
truly
you.
does. You're welcome. Now, I know more information. I know my mom would like to share just a little bit more, because, again, I am 15. I can't do all of this by myself. I have to have someone to be able to help with the main financials and everything. So, Mom, would you like to explain more?
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. Thank you again, Becky, for being on with us tonight. I'm just going to share my screen real quick so that I can show everyone what it is we're talking about.
It's going to be able
And
to
that
show us
way,
all things about how to get to the donation links.
oh, okay, hold on. Can y'all see it? Uh-oh. Can y'all see me? I can't see.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
We
Can you
can
see the
see.
screen?
Yes, ma'am.
You can see.
Okay. I'm sorry. I can't see it. So that's why I'm saying, okay. So here's the Kaylin'S Caring Connection website. If you go on here, of course, it would be kaylinscaringconnection.com. When you get to the site, if you go here to the Caring Drive, which is the page that I'm on now, it's all linked in. So we have on here the ways that you can connect. We're going to add some additional information on there, but for right now, these are the ways that you connect. If you go on here, this will take you to the Heroes page. And I wanted to emphasize because they have this set up for corporate sponsorship when you first get on here. So I don't want anybody to be deterred and say, oh, I can't give $250, da, da, da. So if you down here or click on the Give Now, this is the Give Now button she was talking about. When you click here, it's going to take you to, where you can give one time any amount. So you want to click right here, one time donation, go to other amount if you don't want to give one of these. Now we would love, and I'm sure Becky would love for anybody to give that $1,000.
I love it. But we love $10 also.
Exactly. So go there to other amount.
And
your amount. I just don't want anybody to get deterred when they go on there and they see that, because you can give that. So you can get there through Kaylin'S page, or you can go through the TMH page. But either way you go, definitely please, we want you to talk with your organization. Some of you are part of different sororities, fraternities, just organizations, what have you. Talk with them. And if you all can sponsor together that 250 or the 500 for the meals, that would be amazing as well. Talk with your employers, what have you. It's 12 days that we're doing. Hopefully in that 12 days, we can get those amounts. But even afterwards, as Kaylin said, this is ongoing. So I just wanted to show you all that because, like I said, I don't want you to get deterred in thinking that, oh, we can't do it because of the fact that those amounts are right there. So definitely, we appreciate you all and your efforts and just partnering with Kaylin every single year. Some of you wait for Kaylin to put her initiatives out there so that you can join in. And as her mom, and I say momager, I am extremely thankful to you all for that. And so, jump on board, share this when we get off, share it. And let's make it happen together. I'm getting off because this is not my show. I love you all. Thank you so much for your support of Kaylin.
Yes. So thank you all who are watching. Thank you for tuning in. I'll go back and look at the comments. I will make sure. Thank you, Destiny. Very happy about that. We have money. Yay. But I definitely thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, thank you, Miss Becky, for coming on and taking out your time just to be able to educate everyone on here about all things TMH Foundation, and just for partnering with me to allow my idea to expand and to go beyond what I could have imagined.
We're so happy and so thankful, and send big blessings to you and all who are listening. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Great thanks, and we're really excited to see what we can accomplish together.
Thank you so much. Now, before I get off, everyone, I do want to say, make sure that you go on the Kaylin'S Caring Connection website. Go check out the Caring Drive 2020 and the information. They'll be up there all week. You'll be able to see those certain things. Again, make sure that you subscribe to the Inspiring Moments with Kaylin YouTube channel. Make sure that you follow the Kaylin'S Caring Connection Instagram page. Make sure you follow the Facebook page, and just check out that website. Again, I love you all. I will be back on next Sunday to talk about another topic and still bring this back up if the Lord says the same. I love you all so much, and I will see you all next Sunday. Bye-bye.